Hi everyone. Today I'm going to talk an important topic in the world. What is happening? So my biggest concern is uh, everyone is depending on electronics, irrespective of the situation, whether it is going to be any kind of a summer season or winter season or any season. People are drastically depending on electronics. And if people are not depending on electronics, not at all using, and this video is not for them, then this is basically a people who is depending on electronics, especially when they are outside and driving and going by car to the some other place, and they are completely depending on navigation system. Now I want to talk about those navigation system advantages and disadvantages. And I'm not anti for the navigation system. Of course, I am addicted to the navigation system. Wherever I want to go, I have to grab my purse and I have to check for my cell phone and where is my cell phone because of the navigation system. If there is no cell phone, definitely I may not step out because it's my guide for all the time. That's what my situation is right now. But when I came to US, and that time it was not there in 2001, no navigation, not that much navigation system. That time I have to write it on the paper and what are the steps and where to take exit, means I am by hearting the route. Maybe that route by hearting takes one or two times to guide me. After that, it is automatically I am recollecting from my brain then how to drive to that particular spot. But here I don't need to write anything, since just simply I can switch on my cell phone and it is taking me to the particular destination. That's okay, fine. But why I have to worry about it? If everything is convenient, then why should I talk? The main problem and the main concern I am just facing is everything I am depending on the cell phone and everything. So now I am at my destination spot, or suppose my interview is over, or my visiting spot, and I came to the visiting spot and everything is done and I'm going back. All of a sudden I lost my cell phone, and otherwise all of a sudden, so I may not depend on my cell phone, right? Suppose I have a vision problem, it's a night time, I cannot suppose anything happened, and I cannot even blindly depend on anything. Electronics, if everything is in my brain, then definitely I can recollect everything from there and I can just come back to the home. And my situation, one time I lost my cell phone and I don't have the cell phone with me, and how to go back. While coming, I trust my cell phone, it's giving me, guiding me to take me there. But while coming, I don't have the cell phone, I lost my cell phone. Then what is my situation? Who will take me there? Who will guide me? I'm alone in my car. That's my situation. So what my best suggestion is, in US, in India also, but in US especially, I'm just talking, and everybody who is going to any other place, definitely if you have any sort of all gadgets you have in your car, all facilities, doesn't matter what type of car, and how much of mileage is it, electronic car or the fuel car, or doesn't matter. But you have to remember what path we are coming to and what highway we started, and how much time it took, and basically how many signals we crossed, or what is the exit for that, and a main road, subway and highway, subway and local drives, and these are the main street names we have to remember. Mostly it is written on the green color board, and those things and all street names you have to remember, all highway names you have to remember, and how many highways I crossed and how I reached here. At least some visualization, that is very important for a human brain. So when you are coming back, you don't remember exactly entire route, but suppose I am there in a local drive, from there to highway, how to connect, anybody can guide. Any Starbucks coffee wala, or any other shop, Safeway complex, any other complex you go, and the counter also you can ask. What you can ask, you don't ask your address, they don't know it. You can ask how to connect to the same highway where I came from, or same subway where I came from. Right now I lost my gadget or something. So these kind of situations you have to be perfect in the life. You cannot say that I never face this kind of situation, I am so much intelligent. But you can be intelligent, but sometimes we never expect what is going to happen. But I'm not discouraging anyone who is depending on the route map and navigation system but at the same time use your brain, or use, just suppose if you are not driving, if I am a housewife and my husband is driving, then I have to think also. Even if you are sitting idle also, you have to just check for all the traffics where he's taking you. Like, you can be helpful to the husband, or you can be helpful to the very family. You can tell them that I know the route, how to go, because I already noted everything down. That is very important, because again and again we may get going some temples or some holy places, some visiting places, parks, because we don't create new parks every day, right? So sometimes we may repeatedly go the same place also. That time it is very useful. And please try to note this down, and try to use your brain half, and also let electronic come into the picture. If it completely human is depending on the electronics, then our human brain is collapsed, like nothing doing. So everything is, I have everything, I don't need to remember anything, because I don't have a time, I'm a busy employee, so I can't depend on. But that is not going to work all the time. You try to remember things and in your brain, and let all your family people also do the same. Either your kids also, kids are sitting idle, and they have already their iPads, and they are doing their video games while you are driving. That's it's a problematic, because kids also need to drive. After very soon they have to start driving, so in the college stages. So to go to that extent, they have to understand from now onwards, and what are the highways, and how to cross this, and left signal, this, and some observation when parents are driving. So they should not use any kind of iPads or something, tick tick tick, like just they are operating all their video games in the car. I don't accept that one. So better let them understand also the navigation system. Every navigation system keep in your brain and your mind, and try to utilize that one. So everything you are feeding your brain, recollecting from there, so it will be very sharp when you are using your brain instead of depending on electronics. I'm going to talk regarding other electronics gadgets and how it is impacting on human life. I'm not anti for that, but at the same time, if there is no navigation system, that though people don't know what is the navigation system, they have to understand also. Every time is not possible, but sometimes better to have some idea in drastic situations, and I am perfect enough to come back without using any of my electronics. I think this is useful to everyone, and please like my video, and I'm going to post my YouTube link also. Thank you so much. Bye bye, your Sarna.